Hello, welcome to Wofoy TV. This is the last days. Of course, tomorrow is the final day for the DV2023 application, and so I wanted to come on live and talk to you guys, so that those of you who you are still waiting, you are just too close. All right. So if you are here, just give me a moment to share the link with others. Hello, Jamal. So I'm trying to get the link so that I can share with the rest of the people. Welcome to the live video. Yes, I'm going to share the link in the Facebook groups so that people can just click on it and come on in. But guys, feel free to join in. Today is, the last but one day, and the Greek lottery application will be over. Let me go here. I'm trying to post this in the groups, so just give me a moment. Welcome anybody who's joining. Welcome. So I'm going to talk about the last days for the Greek lottery application. Those of you who are waiting to apply, please, there's not much time left. All right, and if you have any questions, I'll take them a little bit later. But I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys. If anybody needs encouragement, but thank you for joining in. I didn't make much announcement about this, but I wanted to come in today because tomorrow is the last day. Tomorrow is the last day for the Greek lottery application. So guys, if you haven't submitted yours yet, please, and you intend to, be part of the DV 2023, then please make sure to submit your application today. All right. Tomorrow is the last day, but if I were you, I wouldn't wait till tomorrow. All right. So, yeah, together. Thank you all for support. Thank you, John Brown. But tomorrow is the last day, and I just opened, just Google to open to see the time that it will be in your local time, because there's some of you who still will have to do it tomorrow because maybe you don't have everything ready yet. So if you still have to wait till tomorrow because of something that is beyond your control, that's okay. Just make sure that you do it. Hi, Maxwell. Thanks for joining in. If there's something that is beyond your control that is making it difficult for you to submit your application today, then tomorrow is there. All right. But trust me, today and tomorrow the website is going to go crazy. If some of you are not aware, since November 3rd or November 4th, the U.S. time went forward. All right. What will be the ending time in Eastern Standard Time? It will be 12 noon Eastern Daylight Time. But U.S. time has moved forward. We are in it has moved back. Sorry. In fall, we fall back. In spring, we spring forward. So the time has changed. Remember that when the application process started, we were still in a different time. Now the time has gone back. So you guys will have one extra time ahead of whatever the time was, right? Or you want to meet the Eastern. So I can just look at your country's, time. You are in, let me see, your city is Juba. Juba, it will be 7 p.m. it will be 7 p.m. In South Sudan. All right. In Ghana, it will be 5 p.m. Remember when we started this lottery application in South Sudan, it was 6 p.m. right? But now there's 1 hour. Like I said, we've fallen back. We fall back. We spring forward. So the U.S. time, the difference for some people, the difference was just like 5 hours. Now it will be 6 hours. If the time difference was whatever the time difference from U.S. Eastern time was to your country, now you add 1 more hour. So here in the U.S., we've lost 1 hour of sleep. So in Ghana, when we started the application, in Ghana and Liberia, it was 4 p.m. there. Now it will be 5 p.m. So you've gained 1, but we have lost 1, all right? So in Kenya, if you're in Kenya or Uganda, then 8 p.m. will be the final time, 8 p.m. Please don't wait till 8 p.m. or 7:55 p.m. It's not going to work. Every year, like for the past 5 years, some people have been testing me, all right? And I've been testing the system. And trust me, on the final day, it's going to be like chaos. It's not going to work. Because when you submit, we say couldn't reach the website. When you submit, rejected. There will be like some code at the top will say rejected and all that. It's because many people are rushing to apply. Remember, people in Afghanistan are rushing to apply. People in Somalia are rushing to apply. People in Ghana, people in Liberia, people Egypt, Ethiopia, they are all rushing to apply. So, oh, my sound is so low. Okay, let me, you know what? My microphone is on my chest and it's a little too. Is it better? Peter, is it better? Let me know if the sound is better now. I'm so sorry about that. I should have even asked in the beginning. Is the sound better? Let me know if the sound is better, all right? But please don't wait till last day to do it. Just do it today. Do it. Yes. Thank you, Maxwell. It's like I have the mic tag on my chest. So it was facing the other way. All right. But guys, please, if you have friends. Oh, Peter, if it's, others are saying it's okay. So maybe you should increase the volume on your phone. Because others are saying it's okay. So try and see. Maybe it might be from your phone speaker, all right? Test that and see. But guys, because it's like I'm screaming over here. But guys, please don't wait till the last day. I'm begging you, don't wait till tomorrow. Because by the time you realize the time is gone, don't wait till that time. Let me see. Yes, 12 noon here. Let me see. There'll be 5. Yes. So I'm giving you the time. If you haven't heard the time in your country, please, you can ask. Put it in the comment. And thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you, Emmanuel. But if you haven't, if you don't know what time will be the deadline in your country, and you can type your country down, and then I'll look at it and then look at the time for you so that you will know. Because for some of you, if you delay to the end, it's going to be wahala for you. It will be wahala because you know the time difference. So by the time that in your own country you think that, oh, I'm ready to America, we might be, like we're gone. In Accra, it will be 5 p.m. 5 p.m. will be the deadline. 5 p.m. That's it. It's gone. Is it true that U.S. deny because failure of court subjects? Yes, Emmanuel. Yes, the U.S. Embassy in Accra is using denying people based on failing core subjects, especially like core math and in English. So the November NOVDEC exams that is, organized in Ghana. I remember I took one before during my time years ago. The application is still ongoing. So if that is your situation, you should go and register for that exam, and hopefully it betters that grade that you get from that exams will be better than what you. And Peter is asking, is the visa bulletin for December is out? No, I've checked it this morning and it couldn't. It didn't show that December is out yet, so we'll have to wait. We can help you with Alan. I think you need to pass what's before you can. Harina, that was the question that I was just answering for some people. Core subjects, especially core math and English. All right. In America, we don't add S to math. We call it like math. Take the S out. So core math and English. In the U.S. Embassy in Accra, Ghana, they focus on that. So remedial exams, NOVDEC exams, it's opening up for people to go and write the NOVDEC exam. So if you feel that your grades were not the best, then you need to go and do that so that you will better improve your chances. All right, because the U.S. Embassy in Accra only does that. The U.S. Embassy in Accra only. Other countries, there's nothing like that. I haven't heard anything like that. All right. But guys, if you are new to this whole Greek card lottery process and you're wondering like, what is this person talking about? What is the QFA talking about? Then it's almost close to the deadline, but you are still not late. You are still not late, but it's about applying for the Greek card lotto. It's free. If you're watching my videos, you should be able to follow the steps. Step-by-step explanation of how to fill the application. You need to have a valid passport. You need to have high school education, completed it, or you should have a qualified work experience. I've made videos of both things, like using your high school education and then if you have work experience, but you need to go and look at the type of job, not any job. All right. There are certain jobs that are low skill and they are not high in demand. All right. It doesn't mean that when you come to the U.S. you cannot do those work. You can, but the U.S. government wants specific type of occupations. They don't want certain occupations because they may already have people here who already do those jobs. They don't want to saturate the market. Remember, that is the same problem that our countries are facing. You have so many people who are hairdressers. If we have so many people who are shoemakers, remember, if you are in a town that many people are shoemakers, you are not going to get a lot of business, right? If you have a town that 50% of the employable people are dressmakers, you are not going to get a lot of business because there are so many of you. So that is how, when the U.S. government is allowing people to come to their country, they try to make sure that they are not saturating the market. All right. So that's why certain careers, they don't allow them because they feel that it's not high in demand. They will not let you come here and saturate the market. They already have people who have those jobs. So some are like, oh, me, I can come and be a cleaner. No, they are not looking for cleaners. All right. That's what the DV Lotto does. Adam, what was your question? Because I answered your previous question. Solomon is like, please, if I went to it and I failed, but I have 2 years work experience with it, denial. Solomon Danko, the 2 years work experience must be in a field that is qualified. All right. Let's say you didn't pass your secondary school education, like maybe the core math or the English, you didn't do well, but you were able to be a teacher. You were able to become like a registered nurse, not just any nurse, a registered nurse, a midwife. There are certain occupations that they allow you to do, but you have to go check to see if your occupation has SVP of 7 or higher. It's not just any job. All right. So some of you will have to upgrade yourself at your job. All right. Don't just take any occupation, and then yes, taking a certificate and course that you don't think is relevant. I don't understand your question, NY Black. I don't understand your statement, what it means. Because if it's about me saying that people who didn't do well on certain subjects to go to NOVDEC, to take NOVDEC to better it, if that was what your comment is about, there are people who went for interview and they took their NOVDEC scores, even though the core math on the regular WASI was not good. They took that and gave the person the visa because that was the only problem. All right. Yeah, I'm going through to see if Adam, your question was there, but I don't see your question. I think I've answered that, but if it's not, I said my question is that what is just and didn't pass all. But if you decide to join another school and get your and get all the results, will you be denied? No, because remember, at the end of the day, you were using a certificate to show that you understood. So passing the exams means that you fully understood everything that you were taught in the school. All right, anybody can go through a school. That's why in jobs we have certificates. So if you have your Mildred, I'll answer your question in a little bit. So if you, there are some people who went to like they were in one school and then things didn't work out, they went to another school, started the whole thing again. Remember, ask yourself, in your country, can you go to university with this new certificate? If it's yes, then yeah. All right, they don't care that you had to go to SHS twice. At the end of the day, they want to make sure that you understood, you are competent enough in the education that you were given. Because when you come to America, they want you to be able to, be able to function. All right, function in the American society. Mildred, your question is that will the interview be in 2022 or 2023? Some of the interviews will be in 2022, but majority will be 2023. So those of you who are applying for the DV 2023 this year, few people will get interview in 2022 because remember the fiscal year begins in October. So those who are doing the DV 2022, some of them, only a few of them have got interview up to this point because the fiscal year began just last month, all right? But majority of them will get their interviews next year all the way to September 30th. So that is how it works. The fiscal year begins in October through the following year, September. So not many people will get interviews in that same, will not get interviews at the beginning of the fiscal year, all right? So we are in the 2022 fiscal year. That is the federal government calendar. The U.S. federal government calendar is like that, all right? So Peter, you say you need some information because when I submitted my DSA, they haven't gotten redress from KCC. Well, the visa bulletin is not out, so there's nothing anybody can give you on that. The visa bulletin is not out, and KCC is not requesting for documents based on visa bulletin. Visa bulletin has nothing to do with you getting DQ'd, which is documentarily qualified or case complete. That part has nothing to do with visa bulletin. So if you have submitted your DS-260 and you are waiting for KCC to reach out to you to submit your documents, it's not going to come soon. So you need to submit your supporting documents. KCC never said anywhere that you must wait. So guys, that's why when I make my video, when I tell you that you must, when I use the word must, that means that if you don't do it, there's going to be serious consequences. If I don't use the word must, that means that if you do it, it's up to you. If you don't do it, it's okay. So be careful when you're listening to other YouTubers using the word, you must wait for KCC to do that. There's nowhere that KCC said you must wait for them. They didn't say that. They said they will send instructions to get your documents. But people have submitted their documents and KCC has received them. So there's no reason for you to wait. All right? Okay, so what will make one win the lotto? Mildred, is pure luck. It's just luck. good old luck. You know, some of us, we try lotto so many times, we never won. But it's just pure luck, all right? They will pick the person randomly because the computer is not reading to see that. So this is how I think it works, all right? Every country has its own quota, all right? And of course, let's say the US has given every country in the world, you're welcome, Peter. Every country in the world has a quota. So the US government can say that people who get immigrant visa, the Greek Lotto is also an immigrant visa. Immigrant visas are visas that allow you to get green card and become a permanent resident in America. People who come for school cannot use that. People who just come here for work cannot use that. All right? So the US government has a quota system for every country in the world, right? So it could be that in Ghana, I'm just giving you an example. This is my explanation of how it works, all right? So US government can say that in Ghana, we will allow 10,000 people. US government can say in Kenya, we will allow 16,000 people. In this country, we will allow this many people, all right? And that includes, I seem to have the code. I guess maybe it's a little cold outside. But whatever the quota for your country is, all right, that includes people who are getting visas for their family members and other stuff. So there's a portion of that for just green card lotto. There's a portion of that quota for green card lotto. So that's why in some countries they will select many people. In some countries they select few. All right. In Ghana they selected 3,000 for the DV2023. They selected 3,145. But in Nigeria they selected more. In some countries they will select less. This is all based on that quota system. All right. So when you apply for the Greek Lotto, based on the quota for your country, then they select that many people. So let's say countries that don't apply a lot. There are some countries that they don't take part in the Greek Lotto, like people in Malawi. Not many of them do the Lotto. So whatever the number of people that select in Malawi, because I haven't just looked it up. So let's say they are going to select 50 people from Malawi, all right? This is just an example. And only 100 people in Malawi apply. Your chances are better. Because that means for every 2 people, 1 person gets selected, right? As opposed to if you come from a country that, let's say 4 million people applied, all right? 4 million people apply in your country and they're going to take 4,000. Your chances are lower, right? Like I've been doing these statistics on my computer. One day I'll make a video and then, explain it and share with people. But it's all random, all right? It's all random. So, but just make sure that you are qualified to apply for the Lotto. Just make sure that you do things according to the requirement. That is why for me, that is the most important part. All right? Because as for the Lotto, since the system is randomly selecting, all right, it knows that, hey, if let's say 100,000 people apply in Kenya, the computer has been told that in Kenya, we only want 6,000 people. So of all the 100,000 people who apply in Kenya, the computer will take 6,000. Let's say 1 million people entered in Ghana. The computer will be told, hey, out of the 1 million people who apply in Ghana, we only want 4,000. The computer will randomly pick 4,000. And then let's say in Liberia, 2,000 people applied. And then the quota that they have for Liberia is, let's say, 200 people. So they're like, out of the 2,000 people who apply in Liberia, who are from Liberia, please pick 200 people. Then the system will take 200 people out of the total number of people who apply there. So that's why it doesn't matter if you let your uncle in America apply for you or you let your auntie in Paris apply for you. It doesn't change it because you are going to be selected out of the people of your country. All right? So if you're a Ghanaian living in Paris, when you apply for the DV Lotto, you will state that your nationality is a Ghanaian, right? So when they're making their selection, they will select you out of all the number of Ghanaians who apply. They will take you out of that. They will not take you out of the people in Paris. All right. So that is how this thing works. Let me go back to Kweku. Your question is, if you have entered university without passing one course, you have transcript and now working as a supervisor manager in a firm, just like, do you qualify? So Kweku, so the thing is that you are a supervisor, but what is your actual job? All right. A supervisor in the medical field is different from a supervisor at a ShopRite store. So you have to go and look at the industry that you are a supervisor in on that website that I've shared so many times, 1tonline.org, to see that your job, does it qualify? They don't care about your university degree, because if they cared about the university degree, thank you, Walker. If they cared about university degree, trust me, it will be only PhD students or PhD candidates who will be getting the DV Lotto. They don't want to use your higher education above secondary school to make the selection, because if they do that, then it will be unfair to people who are secondary school. So they don't care about your university degree. All right. The thing that you need to focus on is that the job that you're doing, go and look at the industry. When you go to 1tonline.org, just look at the industry. Is it architecture? Is it education? Is it, because a supervisor in education is different from a supervisor at a restaurant. So like, I think that is where many of you guys who are using your occupation, you get confused. Somebody will say that my friend works in an IT firm and the person didn't get their visa. My friend works in a hospital. No, nobody cares where you work at. They want to know what was the role that you were playing there, your job title, and then what was the field that job was applicable to, okay? I can be a supervisor at a marketplace, but it's not the same as being a supervisor at a bank, like supervising something. Your title is not just a supervisor. There has to be something, all right? So, guys, just focus on that. If you are talking about your career, you will not, if somebody asks you, what is your career? You will not say, my career is a supervisor. You know, it doesn't make sense, right? If somebody is a teacher and they say, oh, what is your career? I'm in teaching field, right? Even though that teacher may be a supervisor, but it's the field is teaching. So you have to go and see where that is. So I hope that explains it for you. Thank you, Walker, so much. If anybody has extra questions, let me see Harina. It says, please, if you use your degree as your level during an application, will be asked about you. It doesn't. So Harina, let me explain this again. It is not up to you to decide the type of education level that you're going to submit at the interview. When you go, the most important thing for them is your high school education when it comes to education. All right? High school education is important. They are not going to, if you fail your high school education, they will not use your university degree to qualify you. That's not how it works. If you failed your high school certificate exams, they will now focus on your occupation. All right? So that's why I'm saying that those of you, if you know these core subjects, and if you're from Ghana and you didn't do well in core math, English, you need to go write that exams again and do better. Make sure it's at least C6 or better. Okay? They don't care about your university degree. But when you're filling your DS-260, they ask you for your educational history. They ask you for your educational history starting from secondary school. So if you omit that information, you will go and meet them at the embassy. Willful omission is a lie. Okay? Because the instruction clearly states that you need to put your education from secondary school and you decided to omit it. So see what? It's almost like if I come to your house and I behave as if like I'm hiding things, you would think that, hey, did this girl steal something? All right? So here on your DS application, you DS260 application, you decide not to add your secondary school education. You are hiding something. You are going to make things worse for yourself. Put it there. The instruction says that. So, and even the other thing is that how are you going to convince the consular officer that you are educated when in the instructions it told you to include your high school education and you decide not to include? So you are a university graduate, but you can't follow instructions. You see, sometimes when we are doing certain things, we have to think about, like, if I do this, how would the person think about my actions? What would that make the person see me as? If you are filling all of these documents and you are not following instructions, but you want to convince them that you are a university graduate. And Haruna, I hope that you don't take it personal that I'm attacking. I'm just explaining it to everybody. In case anybody else is thinking of these things, the person should think of it that way. So it's not a target on anybody. I'm not targeting anybody. I don't want anybody to feel that I'm coming after them. And no, that's not my point. I want anybody who is thinking of doing this, when you go to the interview, you want to show them that actually this degree is mine. This certificate is mine. But then when you're filling your application, you can't follow instructions. It will make the person wonder that, did you get a fake certificate? So there are some people who have gone for interview that the CEO has scrutinized their certificate, wanted to verify their certificate, because when you went there and you behave like you didn't have education. So that's why. All right. Mildred, the WhatsApp group that I have is only for people who have been selected. Because, I mean, you see the problem that I run into in the Facebook groups, because you share things and people don't read, and then later they'll come and ask you and all that. So when you get selected, just hit me up, send me a message, and then I'll add you to the WhatsApp group so that you can also be part of it. But good luck to you guys. Good luck to everybody who has submitted their application. I wish you the best. Like, I honestly, like, from the bottom of my heart, I want you to do well. Yes, Watson. Yes, Watson. Ha! Like, I have people, like this video that I am doing, I'm talking to people, explaining things, and then sometimes somebody will just call me 2 a.m. and then ask me the same thing. I'm like, you need to show up and watch the thing. I cannot. You have to prioritize. All right. If you think that other things are important to you, then do them. But don't come and bother me in the middle of the night. Wake me up for me to explain the picture size to you. I already have videos on that. But that is also a reminder. Mildred, that's okay. It's okay to be nervous. It's part of human, emotions. But just keep focused on your job, whatever you're doing. Keep focused on that. Educate yourself about the process, even things that you are yet to do. When you see videos on that, just educate yourself and understand. Because there are some people who have been selected now. They said, I wish I had seen your video earlier. I would have done so many things different. So you are doing well by, learning much about the process before you even got selected. So that's a good thing, all right? And I commend everyone for doing that. Please clarify this. After taking occupation into consideration, let's say software engineer. If I'm self-taught, is it necessary to show a proof? Yes. So, Walker, if you're going to use occupation, it has to be occupation that you have been making a living out of it. So if I were you and you were doing this, make sure that it is something you're doing that people, you are getting paid for it, all right? Whether you are self-employed, let's say you are your own business and you are a software engineer, you do stuff for people and you charge them, you have to keep record of that, because that is how you prove yourself. So when somebody says I'm self-employed is a blanket statement. It's like when I tell somebody I'm an African, it's a blanket statement. Where in Africa do you come from? So it's the same thing when you say, oh, I'm self-employed. It's a blanket statement. What do you do as a self-employed? So if you're a software engineer, then it has to be something that you are making a living out of. It may not be enough, but it should be something that you're getting money from. All right, Yak, let me see. I I just came to US recently from Africa, South Africa. Please, I need some guidance. Hey, Yak, well, welcome to the US. I have a Facebook group called New in America. Some people are joining and I'm like, wait. I want that group to be for people who are just recently in America, okay? So Yak, join that Facebook group, New in America. I created it and I shared it in the group. And I'll post a link later for you to join it if you're new in America, so that certain things that you want to find out, you don't want to be bothered with, Greek Lotto application and all that. You want to know certain things whilst you're in America, and I'll be happy to provide that guidance. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and because most of my video I share there. When would the Musa is going to end tomorrow, wherever you come from, make sure. They may ask for your CV as proof. Yes. Please look at Watson's comment and If you're saying that you're a software engineer, then make sure you have the stuff to back it up. All right. In America, they are more about proof. So far in the process, I think you should be thinking about proof. You should be thinking like a lawyer. All right. You should be thinking like a lawyer that, hey, if I go here and do that, he said, I don't have math, English, and science, but radio presenter. I think radio presenters qualify, all right? Go to 1tonline.org to verify, to confirm that. But if you haven't subscribed, don't come and bother me to do it for you, I beg. Make sure you have subscribed. But yeah, I can check it out for you. But make sure you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, I will not even respond to you. All right, but yeah, I think a lot of presenters, like journalists, those kind of job, you need to go through journalism. When you go to 1tonline.org, look for journalism and see your radio presenters fall under there. So I think they qualify, but just go and check to make sure. All right, yeah, but you need to be working on. So don't quit your job yet, my brother. Don't quit your job yet. And if you're a radio presenter, I beg, when you go to work, sometimes let people take picture of you whilst you are behind the studio with your headphones and stuff. Because sometimes these are the things that can let somebody know that you are at the place that you said you work at. Okay? When you go, they'll be asking you a question that relates to your job. All right? So it's like you cannot say you're a farmer when you don't know how to sew. I know farmers don't qualify, all right? I'm just making an example. You cannot say that you're a software engineer and then go to the interview and then they ask you, so if I have this code like this in JavaScript or maybe Python, how do you add two integers in Python or in JavaScript? And then you're standing there like a deer in a headlight. You are standing there confused. No. So whatever occupation you say you have, you should be able to defend yourself. They will ask you a question that has to do with the occupation. And I will make a video talking very much about how to use your occupation to prove your case. All right, I will make a video and talk so much in details about that. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, because if you don't subscribe and you come and inbox me and ask me, that video that you said, I won't mind you. Subscribe so that when I make that video, you get a notification and then you know that, oh, this was the video that I've been waiting for. Now it's here. Let me watch it and then apply it to myself. All right? Because I don't always have time. But thank you guys, all of you who have joined and all that. Yes. Yes. If you don't have yes, you don't have any key in writing them, please, if you can. Yes. Yes, Novdek, please. Novdek is not the foolish thing. No. The way some people disregard it in Ghana, please, it's been saving lives, all right? It's been saving careers, saving educational goals, all right? So please, if your comment wasn't good, and you don't have a qualified occupation, teachers are okay. Registered nurses, midwives are okay. But not just any nurse. All right, nursing assistant, that is not, if you didn't go to nursing training, let me put that way. If you didn't go to nursing training, then whatever nurse that you are, then and your nurse is not from the university. Let's say you didn't go to a university to get your BSN, and you didn't go to a nursing training college, then whatever nursing certificate you have is not qualified. I hope that makes sense, all right? If you're a teacher, it's either you went to a university to get your education certificate, or you got your degree in education, or you went to a teacher training college. If you didn't do any of this, then it's going to be a little bit tough. But I know there are some people, they've been able to teach for so many years. But guys, don't get comfortable in a profession. Sometimes you get lucky and you enter a profession, and then you realize that, hey, I need to upgrade myself. And some people, they get a job and then they sit there the entire time. They want to be a secretary for life. I'm not saying secretary is a bad thing, but when you get a job, maybe you were able to get your leg in the foot, your foot in the door, sorry. You were able to get your foot in the door to be a secretary. Don't just sit at that job for the rest of your life and retire there. Sometimes you can find out, okay, so if I want to do this type of work, what do I need? What certificate do I need? So you can still be your secretary whilst you're doing other certificates so that you can move in your job, all right? So sometimes some people like, I've been a driver for 20 years. Please, you didn't move. Your job may not qualify. Yak, what's your question? It's like, your work benefit a lot. I performed during and I was following you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So you see, I'm so happy that my work has benefited somebody and he's sharing. Thank you, Yak, so much. Thank you. That is all that I want. I want people to benefit from what I'm doing. Because, see, somebody will ask, like, sister, what is innate for you? What is innate for you? Okay. When people go to the embassy and they don't do well, they lie. They use things that, the embassy becomes very rigid. So some people will be wondering, and those of you who have been selected, right, you can tell that some embassies are easier than others, and you wonder why. I haven't seen many people go for interview in Nairobi and have the embassy people question them about their certificate. But when people go to the U.S. embassy in Accra, they question them a lot about the certificate. Even people who have university degree, they want to verify it. Why? Let me explain to you. The reason why some embassies may be easier than others is that it's like our behavior, the behavior of the people in that country. A lot of people, and I'm not saying to disrespect Ghanaians, because I'm a Ghanaian myself. There are some people are able to get fake certificates to go to universities. Some people are able to get fake degrees. So the embassy knows this. So when the embassy knows that people are able to get fake documents like this, then the embassy becomes very tight on the people from that country. So if somebody in Kenya, if the U.S. embassy there, they haven't had that problem. That, Kenyans, it's either you have the certificate or you don't. Then the U.S. embassy will not focus much on that. The U.S. embassy in Kenya will focus on affidavit of support. They have their reason why they ask for sponsor. They want Kenyans to be sponsored by an American before you can get to your DV visa. But in Ghana, they don't ask that. They don't care whether you have a sponsor, but you need a place to stay, right? So different behaviors at different places will cause different action. When you go for an interview in the U.S. Embassy in Johannesburg, they want you to have a sponsor. So I'm making all these videos so that, guys, if we do things the right way, the U.S. Embassy will now relax and be nice to us when we go for interviews. When we do things right, they know that, hey, these people, when they submit this certificate, we know that it's legit. It doesn't come from any fake sources. So That is why I make these videos, to encourage you guys, because some of you end up with bad fake certificate, not because you intentionally went to do it, but you didn't know that it was going to be a big problem at the end. Some of you apply to get a passport, and then some agent you paid money to, you know I'm collecting a real passport, but the agent went and just spoiled your name anyhow, spell it anyhow. And now it's not because you intentionally wanted to screw up your name. Somebody has made that mistake, and now you have to suffer for it. So that's why I make my video. That's why I created my channel, so that you yourself will be more informed, that when you submit your passport application for them to do a passport, and then they misarrange your name, you tell them, no, please, no, I don't want it this way. Please, can you correct it? Fix it for me. If you are more knowledgeable about a thing, you can stand up for your rights. You can insist on certain things, right? But if you are not knowledgeable, you are just as blind as the person who is doing it for you. And then they will mess it up for you, all right? So that's why I created my channel, just to make sure that you, the person, because at the end of the day, somebody is going to take your money. You are going to pay money to somebody somewhere. But if you are not knowledgeable, the person will use your money and tell you that, I get it like that. My machine spoiled. That's why you have lost your money. So that's why I created this channel, to educate you guys, to make sure. But the other reward that is innate for me is that when people are successful, I feel good. It makes me feel good that I'm helping people. You know, sometimes people, they ask themselves, what am I in this world for? What is my purpose? And I want to be able to help people. All right, so that's part of it. But when you subscribe to my channel, maybe someday I will make money from this. When you subscribe, maybe someday I'll make money from it. All right, so for me, devoting my time to, helping you on this journey, you subscribe to my channel so that I will someday be rewarded for that. At the moment, I'm not getting any reward for it. All right, the only reward that I get is knowing that some people are, learning so much from what I'm doing. The reward that I get from it is, just the satisfaction that some people have become successful on their journey, all because of, something that I said in my video, or a small portion of my video that they watch. So guys, that's why I do this. But subscribe. Don't say that, hey, she's doing charity work, so we will not subscribe and let this sister suffer. Please subscribe, okay? They don't charge you any money. I will post the link of my YouTube channel in here. If any of you has my YouTube channel link, please, you can post the link in the comment so that, guys, you can subscribe. When you subscribe, they don't charge you any money. There's no monthly fee for just subscribing, all right? And whenever I drop a new video, you get notification. I subscribe to several YouTubers that when their video comes, I get notification. I just go and watch. Even if I cannot watch it, then later I can click on that notification and then watch it. So that's all that I ask from you guys. But please, last days are dangerous. Please don't wait till the last days to do it. We've talked about so many things. Make sure if your picture is not good, post it in the Facebook group. Please don't inbox me, because I'm going to start working a little bit. I have so many things going on. I may not have the time to help you. And then later you bring your anger to me, as if this whole long time that they opened the application, it seems like I was the one who was sitting on your passport. Please, don't take ownership of your own actions. If you have waited all this while to do it, it's your fault. It's not mine. If you sent me a message yesterday and I haven't responded, and now you want to later, blame me, please, I will not accept that responsibility. Somebody was asking, I don't know your name because your name is in some language. I said, can DV2023 winner apply? Yes, you should apply, because you know that the number of people who are selected, not everybody is going to get their visa. So if I were you, even if I've been selected as a winner, I will still apply again. I know one guy who was selected for DV 2021 and 2022. The person is now in the US. So when they send him like a message that, hey, you need to, submit your document for the DV 2022, he didn't respond because he's already in the US. So he doesn't have to. But guess what? If he didn't get his visa for the 2021, he could have applied, he could have continued with the DV 2022. So if I were you, I will apply because it's better to have a backup plan. In life, you should always have a backup plan. Don't just rely on one solid plan and say that a prophet has revealed to me that I'll go to America, so I'll just do one thing and not have a backup plan. What is the worst that could happen? What is the worst? The worst that could happen is that you had a backup plan and you didn't need it. Nothing is wasted. But it would be awful for you not to have a backup plan and your main plan doesn't work. If your main plan doesn't work and you didn't have a backup plan, then it's your own wahala. So just make sure you can apply, all right? So you can apply. So guys, I think I'm going to end the video pretty soon. But if you have not submitted your application yet and you qualify, please do so. But if you are in secondary school, let's say you are in your third year, you have not finished, please don't go and apply. Don't go and apply, all right? If you have not completed yet, you must have completed before you apply. So if you have not, then please. Hi, June. Hi, Agnes. Thanks for joining in. I'm almost ending. But this is about people who have not applied. Tomorrow is the last days. Last days are dangerous. Last days are dangerous. Hi, if you go to the website tomorrow and it's crashing, you're like, Phyllis, what should I do? I don't manage their website too. If you go and it crashes, I'll tell you, I've been telling you since early October. And I even said this way before. So don't wait till last days. Just do it. Submit it. Make sure you submit one application for just you, the individual person. Like when you start the application part 1, make sure that you are not submitting so many times because you want to increase your chances. They will catch you. So don't do that. Somebody went to the interview and they told him that they saw that he did multiple submission and the person was denied. Yeah. So don't do multiple submission. Do your one time. If an agent has applied for you, don't go and apply it again. If the agent has applied for you, I advise you guys not to use agent. But if an agent has applied for you, don't go and do another one. Will late submission give you a... No. It doesn't matter when you apply for it. It doesn't, because one guy was saying that he applied last day to the end and he has a very low case number, and somebody who applied the first day it was open has a high case number. So it's just random. So applying early or later, it doesn't matter. But for me, when I tell people that you apply for it early, is because towards the last day, so many people will be on the website and the website will keep crashing. And when the website crashes and you are not able to submit your application, it's your fault. They will give you no chance for you to apply again. You have to wait until next year. All right? All right. So guys, I'm going to end my video here. Thank you so much for supporting me, for coming on live here. I know it's not many people that come on live when I'm on live. I guess I need to promote my live videos more so that many of you will have the opportunity to just come and join in. But I really appreciate all of you who are able to come in today to join the live session. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Wofoy TV. Just go and look at I Love You Too. Just look for Wofoy TV. Wofoy means immigrant, alien, foreigner, stranger. I picked that because I know it summarizes everything that all of us are. We are immigrants. We want to be immigrants. Like when you move to somebody's country, you're an immigrant. So that is why I picked that name. But guys, go to YouTube. Just look for Wofoy, Wofoy, Wofoy TV, and then just look for me on YouTube, and then subscribe to my channel. All right. But today is last but one day. Tomorrow will be the last day. In Kenya, it will be 8 p.m. In Kampala or Uganda, 8 p.m. In Ghana, 5 p.m. In Juba, South Sudan, it will be 7 p.m. In, let me see if I can do Afghanistan. In Kabul, it will be 9:30 p.m. In Kabul, it will be 9:30 p.m. In Liberia, it will be 5 p.m. In, let me see, Cameroon, it will be 6 p.m. Let me see, in, what other country? Thank you, Wasim, for sharing my link. So Wasim just shared the link to my YouTube channel. So guys, use that to get to my YouTube channel. What other country? You know, in Nepal, if you are in Nepal, let's see, Nepal, come on now. Let me see, I need to remove some countries so that I can add more. If you are in Nepal time, it will be 10:45 p.m. Nepal time, 10:45 p.m. for you to have your submission application done, your Green Card Lotto application done, all right, by then. And it doesn't matter whether your family members are in the U.S., not qualified based on that, you know, education or occupation, you can still apply, all right? Because sometimes that might even be the fastest way. But guys, I've given the time. Dubai, let me see. Dubai, if you're in Dubai, let me see. If you're in Dubai, 9 p.m. will be the deadline. If you are in Johannesburg or South Africa, if you're in South Africa, it will be 7 p.m. So South Africa and South Sudan have the same time zone. That's weird. South Sudan is all over there and, okay. If you're in South Africa, then you will, yes, I will do more videos again. Tomorrow, I will come on live and make another live video because it's the last day, so last day tomorrow. I'll be on live tomorrow here, hopefully around the same time, to make a live video and talk about, you know, what next, all right? But thank you so much for being awesome. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you have any questions, post them in the Green Card Lottery group, because so many of you, I'm so proud of you that you've learned a lot about the process. And so you can help each other respond to questions and stuff. But so if you have any questions, you can post them in the group and people will, you know, provide some of the answers for you. But guys, I don't want you to also feel like somebody have to do things for you all the time. You know, nobody's your secretary, you know. So you have to also learn something. So don't be the person who is always asking for help. You should also be, you know, be willing to share the knowledge that you also have. It shouldn't be just one way, that every day, can somebody fix my photo for me? Can somebody show me where to get my passport? Can somebody tell me where the clinic is? So can you also learn something and tell somebody that, hey, the clinic is over here. Oh, this is, if you want to get your passport, this is the express time. This is what, so guys, yeah. I mean, give us time to also talk while you're online. Sure. You know, there have been times, Prince is talking about, you know, when people request so that they can be in the video. Yes, the thing is that for so many times when I do that, people don't come on. They will send a request, and then when you accept them, they don't want to talk. So if you want to be in the, be in the my video, like in the live video, and ask a question, then when I start the live video, just come in soon and send a message or put in the comment that, hey, you want to talk to me live, then I can add you on. But I've realized that when people push the request, they are not even ready to be on there. And then when you accept them, they don't want to talk. And I don't want to do that. So if you want to be on the video, talk just like an interview, ask your question, then just put a comment, in the video, put it in the comment section. Let me know, hey, I want to be in there. I want to ask you a question. Can you, I'm going to hit the request button and I will let you come on. All right. But thank you guys for all the help. Tomorrow, I'm going to be here. But guys, I love you. God be with you. Good luck to all of you. And I hope to meet some of you or many of you in America one day. All right. So I'm going to end my video here. Finish up your application. Finish up. All right. God be with you. Thank you so much, Watson, for the help. Thank you, Maxwell. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, Prince. Thank you. I'm trying to mention some name. Thank you, Manisha. Thank you, Muhammad. Thank you, Sila. I don't know if that's how. Thank you, June. Thank you, Agnes. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you. The other person I cannot pronounce your name. Thank you, Wesley. Thank you, Alicia. Alicia Joyce. Thank you, Muhammad Abdul. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, hires in the room. Okay, that's an interesting name. Thank you, Yak. Please just join the other group. Like I said, New in America. I just want that group to be solely for. So if you are sent a request in that group and you're not in America, I'm going to decline it because I want the topics to be just focused on things that they are concerned about in America. And if you're not in America, it may not be as relevant to you. I'm not going to talk about applying for the Greek Lotto there in that group. So please, if you're going to join the New in America group, New in America, I've been talking so long. New in America group, then make sure you are new in America or you are in America and you just want to find out things. You may not even be new in America, but if there are certain things that you want to find out, like if I want to buy a house, how do I do? If I want to buy a car, how do I do it? If I want to get my driver's license, what ID should I get first? Do I get my state ID or driver's license? How do I get car insurance? How do I get, those things that you want to find out in America? How do I save money? I want to be able to save money so that I can do this, I can buy this, I can do this. How do I do that in America? Those kind of things that, we'll talk about in the New in America group. I found this job, but what do you think? I found a job here, I found another job here. What do you think? Which one should I take? I'll be happy to offer you assistance because I've been doing that for some people in different, people contact me and ask me, oh, I got this job, but which one do you think I should take? And then I'll give them my opinion on hey, I think this job is better. This job is safer. In a safer place. This job is dangerous. So it's up to you. Do you want to sell your, So that's why I created that group so that people can ask for things because sometimes somebody will inbox me and hey, my green card hasn't come. No, I don't want to be spending time in inbox explaining these things to people. That's why there should be a group so that you can ask your question there and you get an answer there. And others can also see, and if it applies to them, then they can take it. Because if imagine 20 people messaging me, I haven't got my passport, my green card, I haven't got my green card, I cannot be answering to everybody. But if it's in a group and I post it, then all the people there can, apply it to themselves. All right. So guys, thank you so much. If I wasn't able to mention your name, know that I appreciate you. Japhet, I appreciate you. Zakari, I appreciate you. Praise, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining in here and supporting me, supporting my YouTube channel. Thank you. My goal was to get 5,000 subscribers, y'all. Please help me reach that goal. I know I have like 3,700, but I want to reach 5,000 by the end of the year. So I need you guys to help me get there. Get your friends, your families to subscribe. There are some of you have family members who have YouTube accounts, Gmail accounts, and they are not subscribed to anybody. So yeah, get them to subscribe to me. All right, but thank you for your continued support. I'll be here for you guys. I will assist you as much as I can within my ability. All right, I love you, and God be with you. Good luck to you on your journey, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, we'll be here tomorrow. Is it true that the selection number increases? What do you mean when you say selection number increases? Are you talking about case number, like the number of people they're going to select? They said they wanted to push it to 85,000. That has not passed. So it's still not the selection. Even that is the number of visits. The number of visits will be 55,000. They wanted to move it to 85. That has not passed. The selection number, like I said, is based on the quota of your country. So I can, unless I've done the calculation, that I haven't had enough resources to be to be able to make a determination how many, because you have to look at all the immigrant visas that have been issued to the people in that country and determine that, oh, okay, since they have this many people, then this number of people may be selected. So that I haven't found a formula to do that. So the selection number is based on quota. So yeah. But thank you guys, and I'll see y'all tomorrow here, same time. All right, bye bye.